password holders. Today is September 1st, 2015, day 305 of the vlogs, and it's been a weird start to the morning. I'll fill you in as I walk out to the car. So I've been spending the morning trying to figure out where my grandfather's grave is. My uncle gave me a ton of information to go and try and find it, and it ends up that it's all with the wrong company, so it's not where, I was hoping to be able to get that information from. So I'm struggling because there's nothing on the internet regarding it. I can't find any information through phone calls, etc. in order to find the family burial site. So I'm just kind of at a loss at the moment. I've been looking at it for over 2 hours now. So I've got to move the car at minimum, and I've said my goodbye to B. And so yeah, I don't know what else I can potentially do in order to find this, but I'll move the car and try and use my phone to figure out another option. Doing the next best thing I can think of, I'm going to come over here to the funeral home, and I'm going to try and search for some of the other relatives, because I know they're all together, so I'm trying to figure this out. Amazing what happens when you sit there and you get face to face with people. It'd be a heck of a lot nicer than they are on the phone. Yeah, ran a bunch of searches. I have an address and a location now. So I have got about a half-hour drive out there just because of the way traffic flows are and the way the freeways are lined up. But I'm gonna go see my family. I'm really pumped about this. Well, I know I'm here in the right section now just to go and find the family, and just that quickly. Gosh, it's funny how it's kind of drawn to right places. Yeah. And of course, that's the reason why we're having problems finding him. It's got Lee on his name, not Leon, not the legal name. So the only other time that I was actually at this physical location was for my grandfather's funeral. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe it was because of all the stuff that was going on. I never thought to come around to the other side and see the spots that my great-grandfather's in. You know, he made a lot of sacrifices. You know, leaving Russia, or what is now Belarus, in order to get here. If he didn't have that bravery, I wouldn't be here today. No two ways around that. So, crazy to sit there and look down and see Adolf's name there, because it was him. It was him. Age working furs was his business. Pretty amazing to think of what him and his two sons did, and that entrepreneurialism that just, he didn't have any other choice. He had to do it. Pretty amazing. Well, I needed that. I needed time. You know, you guys didn't see about 20-25 minutes there. Got pretty emotional. So all that said, I wanted to go back into Central Philly, but given the traffic situation and how bad things are, I'm thinking that the better play at the moment is for me just to head out to Atlantic City and make that happen. So that way I don't have to fight traffic into the city and then out of the city and rush hour traffic, because we're going to get real close to that if I spend an hour downtown. So I'm just going to move on to the next location and hopefully find something fun out there to do at the boardwalk or at any number of the casinos. Just kind of, hopefully getting out of Philly will break me out of this, I won't say negative mood, but just somber mood. I do believe that as we cross the river here, that we are crossing technically into New Jersey, which would be the 37th state on this amazingly epic road trip, I believe. I've got to check again to make sure that I got these numbers right. But yeah, holy smokes, let's see, hope for a sign. I'm here on the Atlantic City Expressway, just completely flying down the highway at 65 miles an hour. Tons of people passing me left and right, but I have no need to go faster than the speed limit because I have nothing but time. As it stands right now, if I were to go directly to the hotel, which I'm not going to do, I would be there only about 20 minutes after I could begin checking in, which is okay. But I got a couple of stops that I want to make, just try and grab some things, maybe even do a Wawa run. And the skyline of Atlantic City starts to come into focus. Ooh, and some windmills. Cool. Well, this is probably a mistake given the fact that I don't have a wind muff on this camera right now, but after a nap, a shave, and a couple of beers, I am in a much better mood than I was earlier today, so it's time to go and do something that I don't think I've done since I was a kid, and it's entirely possible that I have never actually done this. It's time to go set foot in the Atlantic Ocean. Gotta do it, guys. Just gotta do it. Here in the Atlantic Ocean, to think that 4.5 weeks ago, I was at VidCon in Anaheim, California. Yeah, that's crazy. And 4 months ago, I was in San Diego before I started that entire trip, and was the last time that I was in an ocean. Nutty that this is what my life has become. Pretty amazing. One of the upsides to being out here is that every once in a while you get the opportunity to just drink in a beachside bar, and of course, being Arizona, California bred, Corona No Lime is always going to be my go-to, and the fact they have it here is just a pleasant surprise. So I'm going to enjoy the beer here, and I'm not sure what else the rest of the night has. I think it's highly likely though that I'll head over to one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants over at Caesar's Pub and Grill with the ridiculous burgers. Might just be calling my name. Warping forward into the night, I had an amazing burger over at Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill, and ended up meeting a couple of people who, despite the fact that they probably are my parents' age, were a ton of fun, and they were a blast. So, Debbie and Dawn, thank you so much. I came back here and proceeded to fall asleep on the couch, and then fall asleep on the bed, and at this point just kind of am done with the night. Like, I hate to say so. All of that said, tomorrow is a big day because there's the Atlantic City Air Show going on, so the F-14s that were tearing up the sky till yesterday are going to be doing it again. The Blue Angels are here, which is a huge childhood thing for me. So, I just don't know what I'm going to do, and when I'm going to end up going up to New York City or thereabouts, because, quite frankly, it's going to be a lot of fun to see the Blue Angels and to see the Navy Guard and a handful of other things here in Atlantic City. Because, let's be honest, big planes going real fast, that's fun. But, any which way, I hope you guys had a good day, and remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go to do cool stuff, and bye for now.